I think that the overall interest in household addressability is rising. I think there is more ability to target with third party successfully in both the programmatic channels as well as the household level addressability channels. And so that's starting to move us forward. There's also some increased look at first party audiences and what we can do in that area as well. But if we also look at advanced TV in the CTV world, I mean, that's exploding. And so what we can see happening in CTV in all different areas is just a look from all of our advertisers looking at finding new channels and new ways to reach the video consumer. So I'm especially excited to look at those two areas and where we might be able to move in this upfront.
And are your clients still mainly in test and learn stage, or are we now really moving into the mainstream with these kinds of advanced capabilities?
I think it's a good mix. I think we have some clients that have really moved into the mainstream. Some clients are starting to look at household addressability as an area to move forward first. I heard in the upfront, I heard an auto client speak to the fact that they really are looking at connected TV and household addressability as their main foot forward. And then they sprinkle in linear on the side. That got me giddy with excitement of what the possibilities are here. And I definitely see some of our clients looking at that idea of the future. If you know your audience and if you know where you want to be, why not consider things a different way? Why not look at household addressability as a main foot forward? And when you combine our capabilities on what we can do on the set-top boxes and the MVPD players with what we can do in the overall connected TV landscape, I think we have a really good story as we move into 2021 and 2022.
Now, you've just described a really interesting patchwork quilt of platforms and devices, each with their own slightly different capabilities and peculiarities. What are the big pain points that you and other agencies are grappling with at the moment?
I mean, measurement has always been our pain point. Since I started in advanced TV, we still haven't quite gotten to that place where we can measure things as successfully as we've always wanted to measure them. We have had some success in some areas, but being able to truly layer in these individuals, be able to look at the overall reach, be able to account for frequency among these different platforms, that's still going to be a pain point as we move into this upfront season.
So measurement's the big one. What are agencies having to do to allow their clients to really take advantage of these new capabilities? I'm guessing it means that your workflows, your processes, the things you do to really fully exploit CTV and addressability are not capabilities that were necessarily fully formed to begin with. I'm guessing you're having to invest and change the way you work.
Yeah, I think the one thing that we're doing really successfully is we're starting to really embed and train all of our individual video teams. So as our video investment teams really move to sort of a one team approach and one voice in the marketplace, we're able to be part of that conversation and be part of the recommendations. We're really seeing an idea where we can be with addressable and CTV part of the main video recommendation that goes into what we're doing with the client and really look at it more holistically with all of those things included. So, for some clients, sure, it's certainly still innovation, right? And that's what we'll be looking at for others who are trying to get in here or maybe playing with first party data. But I do see a lot more interest of bringing it very much to the forefront and being a bigger part of their overall play.
One other tension that we've been exploring in this program is the proliferation of creative assets. So video assets. Obviously, if you're doing addressable or targeted advertising, by definition, every individual or household is getting a different ad. How are you dealing with that? Are you seeing a huge explosion in the number of video creative assets you're having to handle?
Yeah, I mean, I think years ago we thought that, right? We went out and said, oh, you need a different video ad for everything that you're going after. And that hasn't really come to pass. Creative can be expensive. And so I think in the video space, we're seeing specific targeted ads and companies looking, we don't have the waste problem that we used to have. It used to be, let's buy an addressable unit. You've got to find all uses for it. Now, at least we can buy the audiences as we're looking to buy it with the clients that are coming in. That opened up a lot of doors and windows to addressability where we can just buy those households that we're looking forward to moving the audience with households on and with. The one area I would say that's a compliment that's not noted here, but should be noted, is also the ability in audio to do just that, John. So I also run the audio side of things. And I think that's an area where we can complement our video purchases and our video buying with audio units today, particularly in the podcast landscape. And that's where we have the ability to do a lot more individual targeting. So we are having a lot of clients where we look at some great video plans and household addressability, and then we're bringing in audio on the side with podcasts and other areas to supplement and even layer on an interesting platform on top of just the video for more of an addressable and personalized, customizable, creative look.
That's really interesting. So a real cross-media approach.
I think it's important. I think that while we've got TV and we had all these hopes where we would have hundreds of messages and we had the visible worlds and folks that were putting things together individually and all the great ideas we had that didn't come to pass as quickly as maybe what we can see happen in the audio space. And what the abilities of host-read content has brought to us is just that. So I think we're able to do a really nice cross-section now to show people what a personalized plan could be if we look outside of just video and look holistically at the whole plan.
That's really interesting. A final question. There have been some really interesting announcements over the last week or so talking about collaboration, things like OpenID, things like the new collaboration between the Trade Desk and Blockgraph. Are there any priorities that you're really keen to see the industry addressing when it comes to collaboration, just to help the market work better? Are there things we should be focusing on?
Yeah, I'm enjoying these collaborations. I mean, the things that we're seeing now, I mean, Roku had some great announcements as well. And, platforms where we can start to look at the overall holistic measurement. All of them are great. I want to make sure that we've got something that is really third party scored. Make sure that we've got our vendors coming in that are able to look holistically across everything, not just video, but also, again, audio or publishing or other spaces. And I think that's something that we might be, missing in these current solutions. Everything is great steps forward, but I do want to continue for us to push towards things that will be a more holistic solve for the clients and ourselves to get a better look at what's going on in the marketplace. But I applaud everything that we're doing so far. I think we've moved great strides of where we've been before, and I look forward to see where we might be able to get as we move into the year.
Jen, thank you so much for sharing some of your thoughts with us.
Thank you.